All right, this is David of Codcast.tv. I'm in the streets of Los Angeles here with the one and only,
the legendary rhyme inspector, master craftsman Percee P.
And where are you representing, Percee P?
Well, I'm from the Bronx, Angeles. I'm from Patterson Projects in the South Bronx. So I'm out here now in LA, so I say I represent Bronx, Angeles.
The Bronx, that's really
Birthplace.
That's the birthplace of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
When did you get into hip hop? Right away when you were born? Tell us the
I saw it
story.
all my life, like I said, I was born long enough to saw every era of hip hop. From the 70s, from the beginners days. I just happened to be there growing up, and I just saw it. But I actually started rhyming in '79, but it started in '73. So before I started, I actually just saw it as a little kid around me. Like it started out in the parks before radio, before record labels, just making records out of it. It was something that was happening in the streets, like in the park. Shout out to Kool Herc, the one who started all in Bambadas, Grandmaster Flash, Grandmaster Theodore, and DXT, and all the pioneers, was for them, like we wouldn't be doing what we're doing now. But I actually was just blessed to have been around that era, time, and I lived through it. So that's what I actually walked with too as a recording artist. I actually saw hip hop firsthand from the beginning, inception to right now.
So when's the first time you got behind a microphone?
Well, 1979 is the year I started rhyming. And really, I took it like, wow, I want to do it because that's the year also the first records were being made. Mm-hmm. Rappers Delight and Curtis Blow, and So when it went to the records and Crash Cruise, people like that, like it was like, yo, I want to do this. So by 88, that's when I actually made a record for myself. So from 1988 to right now, in 2014, is how long I actually been a recording artist, but I was rapping since '79. So I'm still on it. I'm still here. I call my album Perseverance for a reason. For those that know and do the research on me, I call it that for a reason. Percee P. Some people call me Perse, but I said, well, I'm gonna call it Perseverance.
Has your name always been Percee P?
Oh yeah, that's my real government name. Percy. Yeah. My mom's John Percy Simon. Google me, but my mom's always called me Percy. Percy. But as an artist, I put the E's on it, double E's, like the old school MCs, Spoonie G, Busy B, like those kind of names back in the days. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Right. Growing up with those artists, being influenced by them, just seeing them blow up or get started, is it hard to pick a favorite MC?
Well, my favorite MCs from the beginning, what made me start rhyming more so, is I saw the cast in the park, and there's a lot of dudes too that never really got no credit. People that just the unsung heroes, people that was inspired by Hurricane and Flash and all them. So I grew up around a lot of cast, like in my project, Patterson Projects in the South Bronx. If you listen to the record KRS-One made called the South Bronx, you actually hear him mention my project in the song. He said Patterson and Millbrook Projects, Casanova all over. You couldn't stop it. So he talking about Patterson and Millbrook. So Patterson's a project, Millbrook's a project. Yeah. Haven Projects, Mitchell's Project. It's a lot of projects in the South Bronx, all over the Bronx. But the South Bronx is the second highest concentration of housing projects in New York. So when he said Patterson Millbrook Project, he just talking about that area. And Casanova was back in the 70s was like gangs and stuff. So it's kind of like out here in the West Coast, but back there was a lot of gang activity going on, and that's why hip hop started. Because people like Africa Bambaataa kind of stopped all of the gang banging and stuff that was going on, and actually created Zulu Nation, and that kind of raised everybody to come together and start being able to leave, and go to certain areas, and actually do the same thing. And the music brought everybody together, and right now it's still going down. You know what I'm saying? Zulu Nation, peace. Because if it wasn't for that, who knows what we'd be doing right now? Hip hop gave everybody a lot of, an alternative. It definitely gave me an alternative. I grew up in the projects all my life. You know what I'm saying? I know if it wasn't for hip hop, I don't know where I'd be at right now. And a lot of places I've been is because of hip hop. And there's a lot of people, no matter where you're at, it's a worldwide phenomenon. It's all overseas, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta definitely pay homage to all the people that, the reason why you're even doing it if you're into hip hop. DJing, b-boying, MCing, the graph and the dancing really actually was around before the term hip hop, before he coined all of the elements together, but he really put them all together because at all the jams, you saw the representation of each element. You know what I'm saying?
So you started in '88, right? Oh, but you're fun to say your favorite MC?
Yeah, well, I started in '79.
'79, but you're recording artist.
In '88.
Yeah.
But the people that really, my favorite cast that really inspired me the way I would want to rhyme was people like the Cold Crush, Treacherous 3, the Fearless 4. You know what I'm saying? Furious 5, it's Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5 with Melly Mel and all, you know. So a lot of those casts, and there was a lot of casts, but definitely like the Treacherous 3, my man T. La Rock, that's Special K's brother from the Treacherous 3. The Treacherous 3, for those who don't know, is Special K, Kumo D, and LA Sunshine. And then the Fearless 4, you had DLB, the Microphone Wizard DLB, the Devastating Tito, you know what I'm saying, the Mighty Mike C, and the Great Peso. And so, you know, you had names like that. And as you see, the names had titles in front of their names, like the Grandmaster Flash, the Grand Wizard Theodore, you know what I'm saying, the Grand Mixer DXT. So that's why you have the Rhyme Inspector, Percee P, because I'm from that old school era when cats had names like that. So that's what it is. So it sounds old school to some people, but that was the norm back in my day, and I'm still carrying that tradition as an MC. I call myself an MC, but my definition of an MC is a master craftsman.
I never heard that one. Want to explain that one?
I got a song called Master Craftsman, and that's my definition. Some cats might say microphone controllers or master ceremonies. Master craftsman. That's Percee P.
You made up, you defined it like that?
Yeah, I got a record called Mad Lib produced my whole album. One of my videos is Master Craftsman, and I show you what I do with the microphone. That's why I call it Master Craftsman. Now anybody that make words rhyme is an MC. An MC could do certain things, you know what I'm saying? With words, usage and all that, you know, just because you can rhyme cat with hat and that doesn't make you a master craftsman.